Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Bops Podcast, which you got to host with the most amount with the plan, Yawa King ECG, and the Buffalo Kid.
It's your boy Sly, man. Buffalo 716. We in here.
And my famo.
It's your boy Da Vinci.
Excuse me, sorry. I'm just having indigestion from this topic. Are y'all happy now? Are y'all happy now? Me and Sly talked about this about a week and a half ago. We said very clearly, hey, it doesn't matter what y'all give him. Still not going to fix the freaking situation. Let's just get past it. Let's get over it. The NFL and him and the NFL PA came up with an agreement of 11 games and $5 million. Now, Da Vinci, you weren't here to speak about it. So, sir, go ahead. Give us your opinion on the whole scenario, and then we'll kick it off from there.
That's Deshaun Watson, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so he is suspended for 11 games.
Yep.
11 games and fined $5 million?
Fined $5 million.
$5 million. I think that's quite ridiculous, man. I think that's beyond ridiculous. Like, straight up. I don't think he deserved 11 games. I don't think he deserved to be fined $5 million. I don't. I've seen way worse things happen, and people get like 2 to 3 games for worse things. Worse. Which I'm pretty sure nothing of this he was actually found really guilty of, right? But I'm not excusing for whatever he was accused of or whatever he did, but I just seen actually worse. People got hurt.
Yeah.
People really got, you can physically see it, and the proof was all there, and he got hurt. They got hurt, but I don't think he deserved this. It's ridiculous to me. 11 games, that's hot. That's like 90% of the season, bro. With $5 million, like, what?
Hey, I feel you. Sly, you already talked about it, but go ahead, sir. Give your thought on the final verdict.
Yeah, I mean, so my whole beef was that they kind of went back on the initial verdict. Like, I'm really not mad at him getting 11 games and the $5 million. I do think it's pretty steep, but I'm not so mad at it. Like, at least he finally can like start to plan and start to be like, okay, this is what's going on with me. Instead of just being in limbo or just playing with his career and playing with his life. Like, at least now he knows what he's got to do, how many games, how much money. And I'm cool on that. But like my bigger issue is how it's not being, nobody's mentioning how none of this came up until he tried to force a trade. Like, I don't hear Shannon Sharp talking about that. I'm not hearing these guys, Skip Bayless or ESPN. They're not talking about that part of it. That's blatantly right in front of our face.
We've been talking about those.
We've been talking about it, but I want to see them talk about that. Like, put these billionaire, rich, white, manipulative, just shysters. I don't know how else to put it. Let's talk about how they suddenly these charges came up coincidentally when he tried to force a trade. Like, let's talk about that. That's odd too. Like, that's very odd. A lot of that story is odd. And I like how Deshaun Watson kind of stood his ground and said, yo, I'm innocent. Like, he didn't like try to cop. Once he finally got to speak his piece, he said I was innocent. Like, and I kind of I respect that to a certain degree. Like, what I don't respect is what he's accused of. Like, the things that he was accused of is completely egregious, and I don't support that in any way, shape, or form. But what I don't support is how it was handled, how they went about it, and how it's not being spoken about in its entirety. Like, we're only speaking about how many games he's gonna miss, or how many girls, or the judge and all of this stuff. We're not talking about how this initially was brought into light, and I think that's just it's disgusting. And I feel like as a black man, like, I want to hear black men be spoken up for. Like, they'll speak up for anybody else, but like, black men, we don't have like a community to speak up for us. Whereas like women's rights spoke up immediately. Like, hold up, he only got 6 games. We ain't feeling that. And I can respect that. Even though I don't agree with it, I respect it. They felt the way, they spoke up. And I feel like a lot of people feel the way about how Deshaun Watson is being treated, but no one's speaking up because they feel like they can't. But that's clearly that's the most blatant issue to me with this whole case. Like, I just don't like it. Like, the Houston Texans, clearly that's foul play. It's something foul. It stinks. It smells. But they're not talking about it on ESPN at all, and we all know why. And that's just disgusting.
I feel you. So for me, I'm gonna touch on a lot of what Sly said. It's funny because he had to settle these cases because at one point in time they were going to bring the Texans in for deposition in the civil cases, right? And the Texans probably told him settle, or we gonna do this or do that. And I don't think he was pressured, but I think he wanted to get over it because the funny thing, like you said, Sly, is they booked a lot of those hotel rooms for him. You know that, right? A lot of those hotel rooms were booked by the team. So you're right. And we've been talking about it. It's funny how he goes, I ain't playing for you guys no more. Boom. First it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It got up to Kobe and Jordan numbers. And LeBron number. You know what I mean? Like, it was ridiculous. And I feel like personally, I don't even really care too much about the games. I'm standing on what Sly said because that's what we said before. It was like, you're just doing this for no reason. Why'd you get the arbitrator for it? You should have just yourself said 11 games, $5 million, done. Instead, what y'all did was y'all put somebody in front, and the NFL is very reactionary. They're not proactive. They're active. So it's like, oh, they did this. Okay, we gotta tighten up our look. Look what they did for the whole Black Lives Matter movement. You think they were happy that those guys went, I'm black. I'm Patrick Mahomes. I'm Deshaun Watson. Remember when the whole Black Lives Matter thing was going on?
They weren't jacking it.
They didn't like it.
Nope.
You see what I'm saying? They didn't like that Deshaun was in a situation that the team put him in. The team. Let's not act like the NFL as a whole, the good old boys club, didn't know what's going on. Jerry Jones had a guy that was, I'm not going to say he was charged, but accused of many sexual acts that were inappropriate in the workplace. He had that man working for him for another 5 years, and then when it came out about him looking at his daughter a certain way, that's when they made us think about it. You know what I mean?
That's wild.
I'm a Patriots fan. Hold on. No disrespect. I got all the love for you, man. But my guy, you got caught at a sex spa, bro. And that got swept. Like, it was like we heard about it today, and tomorrow everybody got hit with the Men in Black laser.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
what?
it was swept under the rug. Yeah. Like,
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because we all got hit with that light. But you know what? The NFL, you a bunch of suckers for that. Personally, Deshaun, this year's a wash. Just get your mind right. Next year, tear up that division, my guy.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Tear it the hell up. But anything else you guys want to say about this before we get up out of here?
Yeah, no, like I just agree with you guys. You guys break it down right. It from the start when we heard it, we're like, oh, like the first thing I think we all said when this story broke was like, wow, he just asked for a trade and this just came out of nowhere. Oh, so ironic, right?
Yep.
And that's what we're still sticking by because not before that, nothing.
Right.
And
nothing.
And let's be real. Let's be real. The time we're in right now, if the famous person, and he's famous, Deshaun Watson, because he was having a great season, right? If a famous person do like that, something like that to you, we know now it's boom. You can once you say something, it's out there. But nothing. It's just, hey, I don't want to play for the Texans no more. Oh, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh,
I don't mean to do this, and yet again, people, this is on me, not the two gentlemen that were with. Let me just slow myself. They came for Bill, my guy. Like, Bill's 80 years old. They came for Bill, bro. I'm not saying that he didn't do it. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like, it's just funny how people nowadays are getting set up in these scenarios and situations where if they don't capitulate to what the other side wants, this is what happens. But the thing is, if he was doing this all before, and I'm not saying he wasn't, if he was doing this all before, why didn't you out him then? Why did you wait until he did something that you didn't like, that you didn't agree with?
For him to go from a squeaky clean record,
Yeah.
like a stand-up guy, like they was kind of grooming him to be one of the faces of the league. No issues, no nothing.
Big
Going
facts.
to college to having, bruh, like 63, and this was just during the pandemic too. Bruh, that's insane, bro. Like that's not even feasible to me. Like that's insulting to my intelligence to believe that a young, black, rich, no homo, like attractive guy would have to even be in that type of position. Like come on, man. Like, come on. That's just insulting my intelligence, man. That dude he been that guy since he was in high school, man, and he had a squeaky clean record. Like, come on, man.
For sure. But since we all, this is it for the Deshaun Watson. If we talk about this no more, we're gonna get to football here in the next few weeks. But you know what I mean? Go Bucks. You know what I'm saying? Go Bucks, Brady, my guy. You know what I mean? Go Buffalo too, even though I'm a Patriots fan. I got love for Josh Allen and shit. And the 49ers, Da Vinci, hopefully they can do something this year. But I pray for Aaron Rodgers.
Nah, go 49ers, but like you said, bro, I think those Bills are
Yeah,
they're going to be cooking this year.
You know what I mean? Defense is going to be on 100.
Oh, yeah.
But, it's your boy. Hey, like, comment, and subscribe too, okay? Do all that. But anyways, it's your boy, King ECG, and the Buffalo Kid.
It's your boy, Sly, man. Eastside 716, man.
And my famo.
Yo, it's your boy, Da Vinci. Starve the ego, feed the soul.
So next time, people, easy. Yeah, free